Apologies for the interruption, and also apologies for the fact that this is now post-recorded, because annoyingly, like an idiot, I managed to mute myself while recording the rest of this. So, huzzah! Well, either way, it's a new video now, and as you can see, Super Potion tactic is not working particularly well. At this point, I'm basically debating who could possibly deal with it, and I'm debating Doomguy for Drill, which would be awesome if it worked. So, this is what we decide. Nubuncle basically cannot stand up to that, so we go for it. In comes the bite, and the damage on the bite makes me think this is a bad move. And also, it just emphasises the crit range. The crit range is ridiculous. And at this point, I'm even using up a Hyper Potion here. Doomguy is needed. We need to keep him alive. First Dragon Rage. And unfortunately, because of the bite range, this is another fact here, the bite is still lethal. Especially given that we now got a defense drop. Horn Drill does not work. At this stage, I go into panic mode, because I really have no way of dealing with Gyarados. I need a Thunder ability, and I do not have one. So, at this point, I'm debating who could deal with them. And for some reason, which I can't remember why I debated this, I would know it if I knew my own commentary, and yeah, was less than a day away from recording it, I switched to Rose. Bite. And actually, she takes a lot less damage, but that wasn't a crit. I'm still within crit range, but I decided it's worth going for the Psybeam and seeing how well that works. Boom. Crit range with a bite says bye-bye Rose. Which is a shame. I mean, we do have a natural replacement in Yorick, but Yorick is level 19, 18 at this point. Far below what we need. So I go for my tactic of Fly and Avoid. We miss a Hydro Pump, which is the first time we've seen that ability, and it's why we can't really swap to anybody else here. The Bite comes in. The Bite does a lot, but Fly should be lethal at this stage. All is good. It doesn't kill it, but we do have a Quick Attack. It didn't look like I selected it there when in the video, but yes, I did. I said Quick Attack, and we dealt with one of the most dangerous guys he's got. This then leads us to Growlithe. Now, with Growlithe, I decided to do a bit of gamesmanship here, because while he does have Takedown and a few aggressive moves, what I actually have really against him isn't a chance to set myself up a little more. So I go and basically use potions to heal up Doomguy, Nubuncle, and Shopkeeper. On the basis that at most he's doing about 21 damage with his takedowns. There is a crit range, of course, there, but not anything really significant. He also roars, which doesn't work. And it wouldn't be a major problem if it did, because we've got Zeratul we can always rely on if we were forced to swap. So now we go back to here, and at this stage I'm considering more gamesmanship. I know Alakazam is on the way. Actually, why was I working? No, this is pointless. No, because it wouldn't have worked against Alakazam anyway. He uses special attacks. So raising my defense is practically meaningless. And in any case, that crit basically decides, right, stop messing around. I've got 3 Super Potions left. 1 on Gaspard. In comes another Takedown. And we decide, stop messing around, Surf. Super effective, and the Growlithe falls. 682. Alakazam! This is now where we have some problems. I have 2 Pokemon who cannot stand up to him. Doomguy and Nubuncle. We go for Zeratul on the basis that Alakazam's weakness is going to be his physical defense. His actual defense stat is low. If Zeratul can survive, he can knock him out in a couple of hits. That was the theory. Here is the practice. Psybeam. So much damage. Strength now did more than half, but still so much damage. A Super Potion isn't enough to heal him at this stage. This is why I'm looking for anything else I might have. Unfortunately, Zeratul with his speed as well is out. Doomguy and Nubuncle cannot enter the battlefield. It's between Shopkeeper and Gaspard at this stage, and they've got to take a Psybeam. At this point, we go to Shopkeeper. we are having severe problems. And also, yeah, we lose Shopkeeper because he's not quick enough. This leaves us with one realistic Pokemon to deal with Alakazam. Disable Mist. The fact he went for Disable is to our benefit. But Surf hits. I was really hoping, but of course, he's got special defense. I switched to Bubble Beam on the basis that if I can slow him up enough for anybody else, I might be able to get a desperate attack with Doomguy at the end. If I'd have gone Surf, I'd have killed him. If I had gone Surf, I would have killed him. So he regains health. We go for a second Bubble Beam. Again lowering his speed. At this stage, I'm debating things, and I decide Super Potion and Gaspard and hoping. In comes the Side Beam again. And undoes all 50 hit point recovery. We try it again, but that's our last one. In comes a Confusion. Confusion we can stomach, but it means now a Side Beam is lethal. I Surf. And it doesn't work. Thankfully, Alakazam uses... If he'd have used anything other than Disable there, I'd have lost Gaspard as well. And quite probably, I'd have lost the entirety of the party. That would have been TPK. And it still could be, because we now have Venusaur and no elemental advantage on any of the Pokemon we have left. So, we move to Nubuncle. My thinking on Nubuncle is at least they have the same types. He's stronger by 7 levels, but it's our best bet. And there he goes. And I go for Acid on the basis that if I can lower his defense, I might be able to throw something out for later. He goes Poison Powder for an opening move. We lower his defense and go for more Acid. He goes Poison Powder again. At this point, I realise the AI is being very, very derpy, because Poison is super effective against Grass. It knows that, so it's trying to use the Poison move it has. Poison Powder, which doesn't affect a Poison Pokemon, which Nubuncle is. Basically, Nubuncle was gifted the victory here, but it was still at a big cost. We lost 2 Pokemon. As already mentioned, we did have a natural replacement for Rose in Ghastly, Yorick, who's finally going to join the LP. As Yorick will join my adventures once again. The skull will live. I might even keep Ghastly as a Ghastly just to keep him as a skull. I probably won't, but you know. It'd be nice to do. And next time we face him will be towards the Elite Four, I think. I don't think we face him again until then. I can't remember. Oh, you're not a rocket, you're going to save us? Why, thank you. I want you to have this Pokemon for saving us. We pick up Lapras here. Now, I decided on Lapras versus the other two, because this gives us an Ice Pokemon, which could be vital. I plan to try and catch either Articuno or Zapdos. I'm not sure which one is more relevant at this point. And at this point, I spent a rather long time going over the naming convention here. In fact, double guessing myself at one stage. I decided to think about them naming Ariel, but then I can't. Eventually, I will pick Ariel. I should really have a list of names, and I probably will do for the next one. Still, I just take a long time over this. This is rather silly. Especially as I will just end up picking Ariel, which I do now. There we go. So, we have our Ice Water Pokemon. He's only level 15, unfortunately. But still, we've got him. And it's better than the fighting Pokemon we have cover for anyway. What we need, really, is a Fire type, a Lightning type, to finish up. But I decide that I'm not in a mood to fight Giovanni, who has equivalent levels to Blue, is around level 40 for most of those. I think we can afford to wait on that one. normal and ground type moves, it's going to be tricky. So I decide the best thing to do right now is to sort out my Pokemon team, which I'm about to do. We don't have Dig, unfortunately. Don't Dig. That's having some fun to be nice. So the casualty list then is Shadowhawk, Trazian, Thunderbane, Shopkeeper, and Rose. Nobody messes with a Shopkeeper, unfortunately. But still, we have to deposit, we have to get rid of. Level 33s. Down, down, down. The good news is, as I was sort of... Yeah, once I get rid of them. I should really have gone through the stats, but... Oh well. It is a shame. We had to get rid of them, though. Those be the rules. Oh. I should try not to be interrupted so much. Oh well. Anyway, so at this point, we go for replacement, and as already mentioned, Yorick is the natural replacement, albeit level 18. That being said, immunity to fighting and normal attack moves means that we can probably use... We can probably use Yorick to completely wipe the fighting guild, or fighting gym. That being said, we do need something else. We also need to heal them, as I'm about to realise. We need a Pokemon who can fly. And while it's probably not the best move to teach this particular Pokemon, we need it. We could go for Shadowhawk too, but I'm not going to. What we're going to do is we're going to see the fruits of our training. And also, Bicycle! Because Bicycle is important. And Bicycle. So, Mew has been in there pretty much since we left him. We did go out and check on him at one point, because, you know, he was level... I don't even know what level he was originally. Low. But he's grown by a further 11 levels. And that puts him at... when we eventually get there... level 24. So he's 10 levels down. But is a Psychic type. Can learn non-Psychic type moves. Can learn pretty much every move that is going. We can probably set Stilgar up reasonably well to deal with whatever we may end up facing. He also has the ability to transform and grab the abilities of whatever he's fighting if he so chooses. Which can sometimes be an okay trick, but I don't think we'll be using it all that much. We shall see though. So, yeah, at this stage, I'm thinking TM rings. I'm probably going to teach Mew, Stilgar rather, Fly, if only because that'll allow us to get around a bit. We do need an electric Pokemon, we do need a fire Pokemon, both of which we can get at the appropriate time, which might even be Zapdos and Moltres. If we want to invest heavily in Super Repels and give us a good shot at the Elite Four, that's probably one thing we're going to have to do. Although, I prefer to get Articuno, because he's my favourite of the three. Moltres actually being the weakest, but, you know, it's one of those things. We kind of...